where there will be a fire pit, and we are going to make s'mores.
We're going on a full tour today of the property.
Yes.
And it's so overgrown that it feels like we're going to Gatorland. You never know what's going to be laying low in the grass.
Or Grey Gardens.
Grey Gardens.
Okay, what are we at?
We're going to bring in...
Is it
Pee Hole Forever?
Pee Hole Forever?
Or Fold Forever?
How about Fold Forever?
I like Pee Hole, though. P-H-O-L-A, forever.
P-H-O-L-A! Oh, gosh.
We're dialing them in right now. Where you at, baby?
Hi.
Hey, I hear you.
We hear you. We're...
I'm like frozen. Hold on.
You're frozen. When your heart's not open.
I thought she said she was exposing. And I was like, oh,
God. No. It's just, hold on.
It's fine.
It's okay.
We're used to testicle difficulties. Please take your
We
time.
had them all day today, really.
Actually, we really had them yesterday.
Oh, it was. We had the little sound check yesterday. We had to get through a lot. So
For those of you who don't know or didn't come to see our show, we actually have spent the last week really kind of figuring out every little bit of production value that we could add to the show. So we haven't slept in days. But it went so well. I had such a good time.
it was a lot of fun. Now, my house has never looked like a working television studio. There are cables that run from one end of the house to the other for internet purposes, for power purposes, so we don't blow up views. So it's fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Are we going to try to go live again?
All right.
With P-H-O-L-A?
Yeah,
P-H-O-L-A!
I gotta find her.
We're going to find you.
Find
We're
our
gonna-
P-hole.
Jessica, if you can send a request, that'd be awesome.
Jessica.
Jessica.
What a beautiful name.
Jessica, just send a request.
Yes,
Not
maybe
P-hole.
she had to go and reconnect.
She might have had to
Let's
reconnect,
go to another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it
Right
now.
now.
which is gonna be Eve.
Eve! It's all about Eve.
It is.
I love Eve. I mean, I love Eves in general. Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I like that. Halloween Eve is
Oh, hey!
Hi, I'm not Jessica though.
No, not
you're-
Jessica.
you're
Who are
Eve,
you?
right?
You're
Hi.
Eve.
Hi.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
you.
I meet you.
Eve, it's so nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to see you.
Oh, I thought she was saying we looked high.
Ah!
One of our top tippers from Show Tunes and Shit
Yay.
was Eve. And
Eve!
we're very excited to welcome you to our corner of the garage. So tell us a little bit about you.
Beautiful.
I live in Bellevue.
Bellevue.
And
Bellevue,
Bellevue,
Washington. Cross.
Washington. There's a Bellevue, Florida, if you didn't know that. And it's
Oh, I
actually a
didn't
really
know that.
lovely place. So
That's
how
right,
does
that's right.
Bellevue, Washington compare? Is it a nice place?
It is a nice place.
Nice place.
I'm in
Do you have
Seattle though.
fun?
I'm in Seattle.
You're in Seattle. But you're
Yeah,
from Bellevue.
it's the city across the
city
lake
across
from
the
Seattle.
lake from Seattle.
Oh, well, there you
City
go.
That's what they should put on their license plates. The city across the lake from Seattle.
It's also such a refreshing commute.
It's a nice morning swim.
Especially in the winter months.
Oh, well, then you could just walk.
You just slide. It's like a slip and slide.
So what do you like to do for fun?
Well, the usual stuff around here. Playing board games.
Board games.
Working.
Watching drag
What's your
shows.
favorite-
Watching drag shows.
Watching drag shows.
What's your favorite board game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh,
I think maybe
that's tough.
Camel
I
Up.
think maybe Camel Up.
What is that?
I don't know.
And why haven't we played it?
It's a racing game
It's a
with
racing
camels,
game
but they
with
go
camels,
on top
but
of
they
each
go
other.
on top of each other.
And then they can
Seems a
move
little
each other along. It's really
problematic.
fun.
It's really fun.
All right. Well, it's a good game for Hump Day.
Well, it is, and that's
It
also how
is.
she
It
learned.
is.
That's how she learned about reproduction.
by placing camels one on top of the other. And all of a sudden, there was a beautiful baby camel at the end of it.
Oh well, we're big fans of board games as well. In fact, I have a whole game closet, and we played. What did we play the other night?
We played Scattergories the other night.
Categories.
I'm going to tell you. So this is one of my best friends. I love her very much. We spend a lot of time together, and we always get along. Except when we play board games together, because she's evil.
I go crazy.
She will tackle you on top of the table, put you through a wall, if she doesn't think your word is worthy of winning.
And we have a dictionary on the table. We have a phone that is pulled up to Webster's dictionary. If I challenge something, we're gonna throw down.
Oh goodness,
Oh,
girl!
nice.
I thought she was going to throw
nice.
me down the other night. So, what is your favorite, other than board games? What is your favorite pastime during this quarantine?
I've been playing D&D.
I've been playing D&D.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, so my brothers, my older brothers, I was the youngest of 4. I'm the youngest by 10 years. I was the oops baby. Oops, she did it again. But my brothers were really into Dungeons and Dragons, and I used to steal the jewels out of the little bag, and I used to super glue them to my ear and my finger for jewels. And they had no clue. Not only did I come out as a homosexual, I came out as a cross-dresser, and they certainly were like, really? Well, that just shocks us to our core. Really, girl? Really? Well, it has been so lovely to meet you. If you had one question to ask the two of us, what would it be?
What is your favorite
What is your
Sondheim
favorite
musical?
Sondheim musical?
My favorite Sondheim musical, as I said in the show today, is Sweeney Todd. I feel like there's nothing that you can cut from it that isn't just as important as the next line. If you cut one thing from Sweeney Todd, as the movie showed,
Right.
it really kind of falls apart.
It does, and
Yeah.
you start changing things around, and it's a completely different story. But yeah, mine is the same. It's Sweeney Todd. I love the music. It's so dark, but it's so funny the way that they do
Yeah.
everything. I love it.
And I thought that was the problem with the movie, really. I mean, I liked the movie for what it was, and believe me, in my lifetime, I never thought we would get a Sweeney Todd movie.
No.
But they cut every single punchline, but kept the setup for every single
Yeah.
joke. So it just kind of fell a little bit flat to
And
me.
it was so dark that there was nothing to bring you back to the fun side, the
Yeah.
funny side.
I actually, little known fact, I am the only male performer that ever got to play Mrs. Lovett
Yes, that is true.
in a sanctioned production.
Yes.
I had to send an audition video to the Sondheim estate and get approved to do it a couple years ago, and it was just the joy of my life.
It
so much
was.
fun.
It was your dream.
Well, we love you, honey. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank
we hope to see you at the
Thank
next
you.
show.
I will,
See you
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, let's take it. Let's see what's going on down here. Stacy says, taste. Pee hole. Filet says, Helena Bonham Carter. Yes. The movie cuts things that are so important. I agree. What's the Greatest Showman, I think, is the best, along with Cats. Cats. You really enjoyed Cats? I'm not going to judge you, girl.
No,
I'm not
you-
going to judge you.
No.
Because there are a lot of people I know that love Cats for many different reasons. I was never a huge fan of it because I know it's so shocking to say in this beautiful dancer's body that I have in the trunk in the corner. But I never really connected with dance as much as I did through song. And I just really love to see people singing. I love when somebody can just stand still and sing a song,
Mhm.
and it just sends goosebumps up and down your spine. Like, I think that is such a talent, such a gift.
So what do you think about like Cats? Is it that the songs are just kind of like
Well, there's just a lot of dancing, which I appreciate,
Yes.
but I watch it and I just get winded looking at it. And I also have never been able to really follow Cats that well.
it's kind
But
of it's a concert.
when Grisabella comes
Yes.
out and sings Memory, I'm just like on the edge of my seat, like, oh my gosh, this is it.
You know.
I would love to see 3 hours of this.
Yeah, just that.
I haven't seen the movie yet, though. We're gonna eat those special brownies, and then we are going to
Oh.
watch that movie. Oh, no, they're not pot brownies.
They're just special
triple
brownies.
chocolate.
Chocolate chunk.
That was my stripping name.
Chocolate chunk.
Just chunk.
Oh, just chunk.
Oh, what down here? Hairspray is yours. I love Hairspray.
It's great.
I have not to this day played Edna Turnblad.
No, you haven't.
I haven't, but I would
But
really like
you
to.
met John Waters.
Yes, I've met him several times.
Yes, you have. And didn't he say to you at one time? He said, "Why haven't you ever played Edna?
Yeah, well, he always told me that he would love to see me as Edna, but he said that I was the only drag queen he's ever seen that he would love to play Tracy.
Oh, Tracy. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Of course, that was 5 years ago. A lot has happened since then.
Right. Oh, Tracy is what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, he would love to see me play Tracy.
Right.
Which I thought was just the biggest compliment ever, because I never thought about that. But I am only 5'3". We're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
Jessica's back.
PH Olay forever.
Foley,
Faux lover.
Faux lover. That's what you have.
Faux lover?
A faux lover. Are we going? Is it going? I'm just gonna keep looking.
We're gonna go.
Hey, Ginger, so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Oh, Shonda! Shonda and I did The Wiz together at Theater Downtown.
Hi, Shonda.
One of the most beautiful voices you've ever heard of anybody. Just an angel. She was Auntie M and Glenda.
Lovely.
I was the lion.
Oh my God!
I'm obsessed with The Wizard of Oz.
Of course you are. I know
obsessed,
that. Yes.
especially with the ruby slippers.
Of course.
If you guys, okay, this is just a sidetrack right here. I read this book called The Ruby Slippers of Oz by Rhys Thomas every single year. My grandmother gave it to me when I was very young. I played the mayor of the Munchkins.
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, hang on. You're fine, girl. It's fine. We're just telling a story. But she gave me a copy when I played the mayor of the Munchkins, my first of 6 productions of The Wizard of Oz. And I read the book. I became obsessed with it. I read it every year. And it's what got me through. Read that book and watch Disney Channel all the time. But there's a new 30th anniversary edition of the book.
Oh.
So if you haven't, even if you don't care about The Wizard of Oz, you don't care about the Ruby Slippers, it's like this true crime story. Because there's this really dark underbelly of movie memorabilia. So I'll give you a copy. I have 3 copies.
Yes.
I'll give you one. And I recently met the author, Rhys Thomas.
Oh my gosh,
and
that
is
is
so sweet. While Foley is working on her connection, we're gonna go to.
Is it?
Amaka Trubin. Wait, no. What? Hold on. What are you doing?
Where are we going?
Oh yeah, you're right, Amanda.
Amanda K. Rubin.
Amanda K. Rubin.
I love that they put the real names underneath.
Me too.
That way you can really tell what's going on. Should we look soft and beautiful?
Under this direct light.
Under this garage light right here. Hey!
Hello!
Hi.
How are you, gorgeous?
Good. How are you? You did great.
Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Where are you coming to us from?
Colorado. Denver.
Colorado.
Yes.
Oh, we should have talked to you before we made those special brownies.
They're still open around here.
My gay drag son, Joshua Roth, is from Colorado. What part of Colorado are you in?
I'm in Arvada.
Where's Arvada?
So it's a suburb of Denver.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure I've actually passed through it then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you have fun there? What do you do for fun?
I work a lot.
You work a lot. Then what do you do?
Yeah. I work with behavior therapy for kids with autism.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Good.
that's incredible. Oh,
Yeah.
I just heard
So it's a lot of fun.
Sorry. It was the sin coming back.
I just want you to know that since we've been quarantined, every time she burps, now we call them mouth farts.
How dare you? You know that fart is my least favorite word in the entire
I know,
world.
that's why I call it a mouth fart. I love it. So that's
Anyway,
good. I'm so glad that
thank
you do.
Thank you
Yes.
for what you do. That
Yeah, thank you.
That is.
work
It is.
over
It's
there.
fun.
What got you into it?
I was a teacher special ed teacher for years, and then I just heard about applied behavior analysis, and I've been doing it for about 6 years now.
My sister is a special education teacher,
Yes,
Yeah.
and she has been for like 20 years now, and she's so stressed out,
Yeah.
but she loves it so much, and I'm sure you're
Yep.
the same way.
Yep.
It takes a
Yeah.
special kind of person to do that kind of job.
Yeah, it's fun though.
An angel.
And you, we're so proud of you.
Now, are you, you're quarantined, but are you by yourself? Do you have any pets? Do you have any?
I have one dog, and I have a husband.
Oh, we love husbands, but we really love dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs are pretty cool. I have a Boston Terrier.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
Her name is Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
Yeah.
One of my. It's actually one of my favorite words.
This
Cheers.
is Kismet.
Yeah, and that's why Boston.
Where's Cheers? Can we see?
I think she's upstairs. She's pretty old.
Oh,
She
she's
can't be
resting.
bothered.
Yeah.
She's keeping her social distance.
Yep, she is.
We applaud Cheers. Yeah, cheers for Cheers. So if you ever had to ask us a question, what would it be?
How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
We met. Actually, did we meet doing drag?
We met at the Fringe Festival. At the
We
Orlando
did.
International
It was
Fringe
doing
Theater Festival.
Yes.
And
Oh, cool.
I was playing a drag queen from the 70s with she was like a glamour girl in the 70s at this club. And I didn't have anything to wear that was quite that dated. So we called up Gidget, and Gidget brought over a couple of gowns for me to borrow. And we just started talking, and we hit it off. And we've been friends ever since.
And that's how the Orlando. I'm sure every town has got to be like this, especially with Orlando being so theater based and entertainment based and hospitality based. We know someone who knows someone. Like everybody knows each other here in this town, and that's once you meet someone, you're like, oh, well, I know Kevin, and Kevin knows Beth, and Beth knows, and then you're like, Beth is my mom's best friend. You know, like that's how it just works.
Well,
so.
until what happened with her husband. But that's okay.
Well.
We don't talk about that. We have a Beth addiction. So we really want to know from you, what is your favorite classic television sitcom?
Friends. I like Friends.
Friends. It does
that
count as a
classic?
classic. It's 20 years old
I know,
now.
isn't that crazy?
I worked with Jennifer Aniston, and she is just beautiful.
Dumpling.
Oh, Dumpling.
Dumpling.
I played the title
Dumpling.
character.
That was a great movie.
I can't wait for the prequel, Chicken.
Chicken.
But thank you so much for joining us, sweetheart.
Thank
We had a
you.
good time with you.
You did great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
We hope to
you.
see you at the next one.
Yeah.
Give
Bye.
cheers a little love from us.
Give
Okay,
cheers a big
thank
hug.
For those of you who are watching, we want to remind you that if you feel so inclined, because we get a lot of messages asking us how people can contribute and help and donate and all that, please hit us up on our... Which way does it go?
You're good. You want to
No, it's right here.
The top?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Venmo is GNG Show Tunes, and our Cash App is $GNG Show Tunes. So Venmo is just GNG Show Tunes, and Cash App is $GNG Show Tunes.
Dallas.
Oh, that was so fun.
That was fun.
All right, who we have next? Oh, we'll get there in just a minute. But
Jessica.
can we take a couple of questions from the audience right now?
That would be great.
From our stream. You guys ask a question. Third time is a charm. If it doesn't work, oh well, girl, we will make sure this works. And if it doesn't work, then we're gonna FaceTime you when this is over. You have no choice. You have to have an interaction with us.
You will, don't you?
Louise
Mark?
asked what your favorite Judy Garland role was.
What my favorite Judy Garland role is, of course I love her as Dorothy, but I really, really, really love her in A Star is Born. And I feel like that is the quintessential version of A Star is Born. The Man That Got Away is one of my favorite songs of all time. And I am still bitter as cat piss on her behalf that she did not win the Oscar for that.
That is true.
I am flustered.
You are flustered?
I'm just mad about that because
Well,
they're talking about that.
I know.
What's your favorite Judy Garland role?
It is The Wizard of Oz. Because I wanted that feeling, because I came from a very small country town.
Yeah. So did I.
Right, of course. But that fantasy of leaving that behind and going to such a wonderful place that was just, like, it ended up being, of course, that. But it was just that technicolor, magical, costume-filled, like, it was just a dream, and some bad parts of that dream, but it was what a wonderful way to escape.
Well, I really feel like that's why we as gay people really, well, not even just gay, but queer in general, any kind of outsider loves that movie and connects with it still to this day, because we do come from these situations and these backgrounds where it is dark, it is a little dreary, sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's scary.
It's the same thing
and
day
you look
after
at
day.
something and it just gives you a hope. You're like, oh, one day I can click my heels and I can go to a magical land and have a fabulous time with a bunch of fabulous people.
One day a tornado will come and blow my house away. And no, just kidding. And
We are in Orlando. We are in Orlando. All right, let's add, somebody said their favorite is Easter Parade.
Oh, well, the
Your body.
Oh, they don't
Awesome Ninja asks, what season of Drag Race would you both have been on if you weren't on your original season?
What seasons would we have been on if I hadn't been on my original season? I would have loved to have been on season 5 because I think it's the quintessential season of Drag Race. It's got the drama, it's got the looks, it's got the personality, it's got the great challenges. And I also really love Jinx. I think the two of us would have had fun working together, even if we were opposite one another. I know so many girls. I grew up doing shows with Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up with Detox. We grew up with Coco Montrese. Like, we knew Alyssa Edwards.
Yes.
We knew all of these girls beforehand. So I think season 5 is the season that I would have liked to have been on if I hadn't been on 7.
And I've never been on the show, as everyone knows. But
Thank you,
I would have. I'm the other lady, right? But if I picked, and I don't have a desire to go on the show. But if I had been,
although if she went on the show, there's no way that she wouldn't win. She's a singer, she's a dancer, she's an actress. She can do hair, she can sew all of her own things. She made this gown in an hour. I made this one in 2 days.
That's why maybe my boobs are hanging out.
She makes jewelry. She literally can do anything. She could probably go rotate Ruth's tires.
Oh, I could. Well, I told you about the car thing.
I'll teach you that.
But I would say season 7 because I would have loved to have been on there with someone that I knew, because not that you have to make like allies in like packs and things, but I think it would have been fun because it would have just been across the dressing room, across the studio, just being like, like, I think that would have been fun.
I think it would have been a lot of fun to do it with you. Hey, stay tuned. We're going to get so bored during this quarantine. I'm sure we'll end up doing Ginger's Drag Race, where the only contestant is Ginger Galore. And it really is just a ruse to get me to make her, to have her make all different gowns and jewelry.
She's already said today. We finished the live stream today, sitting out back, just having a bottle of water, just cooling down. She says, so what are you going to wear during the next show? What do you have in the garage? We have to make something new.
I'm going to just burst into your bedroom every morning.
Hello.
Today's mini challenge is making a set of beautiful earrings to go with your main challenge, making a gown that fits me.
Now, I will say that on our next show, if the stage does get smaller and we are wearing red velvet gowns, you'll know why.
Let's take one more question, and then we'll bring in our next chatter.
Davey and YYCX, what country was your favorite that you performed in?
What country was my favorite to perform in? That's really difficult because I will say that the fans of Drag Race are some of the most loyal. They're some of the most fervent. That's a good word. I'm going to use that as categories later.
Wow. Perfect.
But they are so passionate about Drag Race and the queens from that show. So every time I go somewhere, there's always a local group that says, I want to show you exactly what our town is all about. Here's a basket full of our candies and our drinks and gifts and da-da-da-da. Let me take you and show you this site. I have seen some of the most beautiful sights in the entire world. It's really difficult to sit and pick one. If I had to choose, I would pick Scotland.
Okay.
I would pick Scotland for the simple fact that my entire life I've been obsessed with the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, okay.
So I did a lot of research when I was younger into Scotland and Loch Ness in particular. I love all of the old castles. I love all the beautiful, beautiful greenery in the fields. I love it. I think it's great. Well, what did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say England. I thought you were going to say the UK. I thought you were going to
If I could move anywhere, I would move to London.
London.
I would move to London because I love the people.
Yeah,
I really love the people there. You guys got my name right off the bat. You know, it had to be explained to a lot of the American audience. Not all, but a lot of the American audience. Mm-hmm. But the British fans really just kind of embraced me as one of them. And I love that. It was so sweet.
That's great. That's a great
That
question.
was a great question. Oh my goodness, look at you getting me all flustered. All right, so we're going to go live right now with our next guest, who is Jessica. Third time for Charm Girl.
Here
Let's
we go.
try this.
3's my lucky number.
3 is a magic number. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
I hear. I hear like
we can just chit chat for a second.
Yeah, until it goes like, it's going on.
Is it going to go cray-cray again?
I have no idea.
Hey, you know what? Let's just talk until we can't.
Yeah.
So, Jessica, where are you from?
Also, my lovely candle. It was yesterday my
Is what?
13th part. My handle
Uh-huh.
was for Phoebe Nicole Charmed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it makes a lot more sense now, so thank you for explaining that. Where are you from, baby?
Okay. I've actually
It cut out.
Oh, it cut out. Oh, we lost her. But you're down the street, girl, so just send a note by carrier pigeon, and we'll send it back. We'll send smoke signals while we're making our delicious s'mores this evening.
Oh, I can't wait for s'mores.
I just want the marshmallows.
That's fine. I don't know how she said it. She likes
love
peeps.
marshmallows.
Peeps.
Peeps are so good.
They are disgusting.
They're great, and you can put them in the microwave and they'll blow up. It's fun. I enjoy it. Remember, if you're feeling so inclined,
That's how I'm gonna put my peeps to sleep.
peeps to sleep, you can Venmo us at G&G Show Tunes, or you can Cash App us at $G&G Show Tunes. Make it rain if you got a bunch of money. If you have a roll of quarters, make it hail.
Yeah, there we
We
go.
don't care. We're not picky. It's a tough time for everyone. And if you don't have any money to give, your love is just what we need.
Yes.
Until bills are due in a couple weeks.
Right.
And I'm going to have to start paying you rent. I've been
I
here
know,
so long.
it's crazy. I can't wait until my bank. I'll be like, can I just pay you in love?
And they'll be like, no, we're
going to take the house.
We've seen the
No.
Where will we go then? We'll have to quarantine in the backyard.
We're gonna go camping. Tonight is a dry run for Ginger and Gidget's camping show coming soon to a backyard near you.
Coming to you live from Camping World. All right, so let's go live. Oh, are we going to go live with?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, the man who created the coifs upon our head. I said coifs, not queefs. Although I'm sure they're not very delightful to sniff from the inside. right now.
No, I bet they're quite damp
Damn.
because I don't use that word.
Moish.
Let's bring them on.
No, but you'll say fart.
Oh, I know, but
Oh.
my voice is so gross.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Chad from Integration.
Integration.
It's connecting right now. They're waiting. Connecting. You see what it says at the bottom of this? Chad, hello! How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We're having a great time.
I didn't mean
I
to
see.
just be holding my breasts while saying hello to you. But
Yes,
I
you
will.
did.
Yes, you did.
I did. Chad.
Look how rugged you look.
Oh, I was in the yard doing yard work all day today.
Oh my
were?
goodness. Can you show everybody where you live?
Sure.
Literally, the address. They want to come join you.
Oh, right.
Now, show us the fields of beauty across the way.
It's getting dark, but hold on.
It
We
is
can
getting
see
dark.
it. Oh.
Look how gorgeous and serene that
you
is.
can almost smell the cow shit right there.
I'm going to tell you, I've been to Chad's house a couple of times. Yeah. It's in beautiful, sunny West Virginia.
It's gorgeous.
And he really, it's a gorgeous house on beautiful land. It's so far removed from anything.
Isn't it nice and peaceful?
Yeah, the closest thing is the Bojangles, which is absolutely delicious. Yeah.
We got
So, yeah, what I'm saying is everyone should go visit Chad and get your very own custom integration hairpin.
That's right. And now, Chad, are you still doing your special on those videos?
On the tutorials, of
On the
course.
Just for Fans?
On the justforwigs.com. Yeah, right.
That's a freaky fetish, but go for
Hey,
it.
why not?
Hello?
I love it.
Speaking of freaky fetishes, Chad, did you watch the YouTube video that we put together and released yesterday?
I was driving to the good Target to get something, and Chad sent me this video, and he said, look at these fools.
Wearing your hair. We gave you a shout out.
Fighting over an
I was
integration
not wearing
wig.
your hair. I was wearing something that came out of a cardboard box in my garage.
And-
she had on your hair.
It wasn't even a wig. We don't even know what it was.
It was, I don't know. It was at Mop or something.
You know, she's lucky that I mailed you that wig before I saw her threaten you with black hairspray.
Oh, I know that I stole on clearance. Yes.
Yeah, that good 25 cents was just too much.
I would never. And she said, you know, in the original script, it says, Gidget sprays wig with black hairspray. And she said, don't you dare.
I said, you can't do that to Dolly, because that was the wig that I wore in the Jolene music video.
Yeah.
We would never do that.
Out in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I love it. Now,
And
it is
fishing.
beautiful.
Fishing in the creek.
In the
In the creek.
The creek, not the creek, the creek.
Now, Kat, who are you? Did you have any pets? I know you have. But
We have Miss Pickles.
Here she
I haven't
is.
seen Miss Pickles.
Miss Pickles!
Hi, Miss Pickles.
Pickles.
She's not having any.
Oh, yes. She just heard you. There's a little delay.
Aw.
Hi, Miss Pickles.
She's a sweet, sweet baby.
She is such a cutie.
And she's a rescue.
She is. Yep. We've had her for
That's right,
almost
adopt
2 years.
shop.
That's
Yep.
great.
I know. You've had her. You got her the year after we started working together.
That's faux show.
You had another dog.
Jada.
She was old.
Oh.
She was a bit.
was really old. Yeah, she was much older than she probably should have been at that point.
Truly.
Oh, feathers are flying.
That was her spirit coming through to
So-
let us know she's still with us.
Now,
You gotta
Chad,
tell
I know
me.
that you're not close enough to join us for s'mores tonight, so we're going to make you one, and we are going to put it back in the box that you sent the wigs in, and we're going to mail it to you, and you just let us know when you get it.
Well,
Sure,
here's
it'll
the
be
thing.
coming fresh.
You can use the skewers for your marshmallows.
We didn't even think of that. No, don't blow your mind, girl. It's gonna make the wig real sticky.
Okay. We're still going to use the skewers from our hair to make s'mores, and we'll
See?
send you a video.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on our Instagram story.
Reuse, recycle.
That's right, and thank you so much. Thank you, and thanks for joining us.
Yes,
Thanks so
absolutely.
much
I love
for the
you, Chad.
show.
Thank you for all your
We
hard
love you.
work. Mwah.
Bye.
Good night.
Now, I do want to remind everybody who's watching out there that next week I'm going to do a little competition online with all of you called Ginger Spirit Week. So I'm going to post the list on Sunday night on Twitter and on my Instagram story. And it will have the categories for each day. I'm going to dress up and take pictures for every single day.
Right.
And I'm going to post those. And I encourage you guys to dress up and post your best picture for each of the Spirit days. So I know Spirit Day number 1 is pajamas. It's pajama day.
Oh,
So
comfy.
it's going to be super comfy. So make sure you take some beautiful pictures and you can post them. You can send them to us and make sure that you hashtag Ginger's Spirit Week. Gingers Spirit Week. All right? Hashtag. That's that sign right there. Pound.
No apostrophe. Ginger Spirit
Yeah,
Week.
just one long word, Ginger Spirit Week. And you'll be able to win some fabulous prizes. Every single day, we will give away a new prize for whichever...
A new car!
No,
Oh.
a new car
Duh.
seat cover. Which is actually just an old t-shirt.
Yes,
So
it is.
enjoy it. No, but we will be giving away some fabulous prizes for the winner every day, which will be determined by how many likes that it gets on social media. And there will be an overall for whoever gets the most accumulated likes throughout the week, which will be a fabulous prize.
That's good.
So thank you guys.
Well, I've had fun.
I've had way too much fun, and I know that we need to go dampen ourselves down, pat ourselves down because we're so moist.
Warm up the shower!
Go with us if you will, and I think you will. Ladies and gentlemen, to each and every single one of you, actually, you know what? Screw it. You're all here. We're here. Let's take 2 more questions.
Let's do
You
it!
guys have hung on, and you've been so sweet. No, don't go. Simone, we are going to stay ugliest drag queen to ever be on Drag Race. Oh my God, it's so nice to meet a fan every time. Oh, tell your dad I said he still owes me $20.
Maybe that was a question.
It's fine. People say mean shit all the time, but it's always It always comes from a place of passion.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's never anybody that really knows you.
No.
So they don't really get the feel for your spirit. And at the end of the day, you're still shouting my name, so other people are figuring out who I am. So.
The craziest thing is, that is nicer than some of the things that I've said to you today, and I love her.
Yeah, actually, I'm not convinced that it's not you right now, actually. So favorite meal during quarantine? Quarantine cuisine.
Quarantine cuisine. Okay. Stuff that we have cooked or stuff that we've ordered? Because we have ordered some.
We have ordered on Uber Eats because it's still important to shop local while you can.
Yes. I would say, oh my gosh, what about the steak that we had? We made that steak. CJ, your husband.
CJ made a steak when we had a cookout.
And it was steak, potato salad. There was chicken.
Hot dogs.
Oh, there was a lot of meat. Okay?
A lot. We shut our mouths full of meat.
There's a lot of meat going in our
And my favorite would be when we ordered from Uber Eats, we got Pom Pom's Tea House.
Oh my gosh,
which is a local sandwicheria here in Orlando.
So delicious.
Very good friend of ours, Pom. She owns it. She runs it. Some of the best food you will ever have in your entire life. So if you're ever in Orlando, please visit Pom's.
Right, and if you live here, yes, they're still delivering.
Yeah, absolutely. So get it. It's really good. And get the iced blueberry sweet tea. It's so good. Life changing. What the fuck is wrong with people saying mean shit is so pre-virus?
Watch out.
Hello. Did Katya get robbed on All Stars 2? Well, you know, I wasn't there. I got sent home at that point. So I can't really say what happened in the room. I thought that any of the top 3 could have won. Just watching it as a viewer, I looked at it and said, oh, Detox really slayed the last couple challenges, the last couple looks. I thought she was incredible. I would have loved to have seen Detox win. I was happy that Alaska won. And of course, I love Katya from the bottom of my foam-padded heart. So I would have been really thrilled to see her win. Plus, I probably could have begged her for a couple dollars out of that 100,000.
Favorite exhibit at Gatorland? I would say Cooter. Who is one of the employees? I have had the biggest. His name is Cooter.
It is.
And he is so adorable.
For the Gator Jumperoo.
The Gator Jumperoo. Now, I like to go and what I like about Gatorland, which is a block away.
It's a block away.
From your house. So
and
I like
beautiful.
To go. And the best part about Gatorland is you watch the employees, the stars, if you will, and you will, go from show to show, and they are the headliner in each one of the shows. So you can just follow Cooter around and not have it look weird or have him file a restraining order.
Stocky.
Kind of a little. Yeah. I like to zip line. And now I know that you've wanted to zip line there and you requested.
I want to do it in full drag, but they won't let me.
They won't because they think parts of her
may fall into the pit below.
Not like a leg or an arm. They think that her hair or an earring, and she says everything is, I mean, you can't pull this off.
It's all super glue.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So I think that we should maybe have a petition that says, let Ginger Minj zip.
Let Ginger swing.
Let Ginger zip. And we'll start a petition.
And somebody else asked, when was the last time I saw Mama Ru? The last time I saw RuPaul was at the AJ and the Queen premiere party. I got to host the social media for Entertainment Weekly along with Latrice Royale. We had a great time. And Ru, when you're filming Drag Race, Ru is very distant. She has to be. She has to keep her distance. But when we were filming AJ and the Queen, it was just me and her and Jane Krakowski for 2 weeks in this house that they had rented, this giant mansion, playing dirty charades every single day. And then she would also give me homework every night. She would say, all right, girl, now I know you like Tina Turner, so I want you to go YouTube this interview from this year with this person, and then come back, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And then she'd say, now go watch this Barbara Walters interview from 1981, and then we're going to discuss it tomorrow. So she's very smart, and I enjoyed my time with her. I don't always agree with her or the things that she says, but she's certainly entitled to her opinion.
There you go.
And I had a good time doing that show with her. All right, one last question. And then we're going to have to get out of here.
Those gowns are gorgeous.
We're just getting uglier by the minute.
Those gowns are gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
They're working overtime right now. Thank God they're stretched.
David, my manager, just chimed in and said he's so proud of us. We love you, David. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dust Bunny was giving me the full fantasy. Up next, Dust Bunny.
Dust Bunny.
All right. Do you think you could be think it could be a bio drag queen? Oh, I can't see it. Can you scroll? Do you think it could be a bio drag queen? I just found out that that's a thing, and it makes me so excited. So I think Emma could be a bio drag queen. I have to tell you, even before it was cool, bio drag was one of my favorite forms of drag. I love the thing that drew me to drag was the hyper femininity of it.
Yes, of course.
It's celebrating femininity, and it's kind of like taking it up just a notch. So it's not making fun of it, but it's really just showcasing all the little beautiful quirks and intricacies of femininity.
And you pull inspiration from all sorts of things. Like, it could be a beauty mark. It could be the size of lash. It could be the lips on a celebrity from the past.
Yes.
Like, you pull all these inspirations. That hairstyles. I love this star growing up. Their hair color.
My biggest inspirations when I started drag were actually Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett. Because they were beautiful redheaded women. They were very powerful women. Very gorgeous and glamorous, but not afraid to be silly, be funny, and get dirty.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's really what drew me. Like, I really wanted to be like that. But bio drag, I think, is so incredible. We have Venus Envy here in Orlando. She is insanely talented.
And beautiful.
I love just the over-the-top, crazy, beautiful, intricate, detailed makeup, wigs, hyper-femininity. That's all it is a celebration. Yeah. So I would say bring it all on. Emma, get started. So now's the perfect time.
Yes.
Knock yourself in front of the mirror and just start going, baby.
Have fun with it.
All right. Oh, how is Juicy doing? She's doing good. We look fabulous. Thank you. Not too ugly, I hope. All right. Well, we love you guys so, so much. We're actually going to sing you a little song right now. Remember that you can tip us if you feel like it on our Cash App, which is $GNG Show Tunes. Or on our Venmo, which is just G&G Show Tunes. And make sure you follow us on all of these people. We have one more show.
One more show on
Monday, April 6th at 2 p.m. Monday, April 6th at 2 p.m. at stageit.com/Digital Drag Fest. All those tickets are almost sold out, so make sure you go and get them today. It's an all-new show, and it's going to be so much fun. But until next time, guys, we want to remind you, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.